helped me to reach 2,000 subscribers. The moment she threw the glass at me, I didn't move. It hit the counter beside my head, shattering into 1,000 glittering pieces. The wine splashed across the marble, streaking red like blood. Her voice, usually soft, restrained, was trembling with fury. "You disgust me. Daniel, don't you dare act like you don't know what you did." The sound of her heels clacked across the floor as she pointed her trembling hand toward the door. "Get out!" My heart pounded, not because of fear, but because I truly didn't understand. "Anna," I said, my voice barely a whisper, "what are you talking about?" Her eyes glistened, not with tears but with betrayal. "Don't play innocent. You think I wouldn't find out what you told people about me? About us?" I stood there, stunned, trying to gather my thoughts. For 7 years, Anna had been the calm in my chaos, a woman whose every word once steadied me. Now she looked at me as if I were a stranger. I didn't. I began. "Save it." She turned her back, her voice sharp and broken. "Liam told me everything. He showed me the messages, how you tried to sabotage me, how you said I only got the promotion because I knew how to charm my boss." Liam, her intern. The realization hit like a gut punch. That boy, barely out of college, had been spending long hours with her, working on the new product launch. She admired him, praised his ideas. I'd even joked that she spoke of him more than me, but I never thought he'd twist something this cool. "Anna, listen to yourself," I said, stepping forward. "You're trusting the word of your intern over your husband." "Don't call him that," she snapped. "He's not just an intern. He's honest, unlike you. He didn't deserve your jealousy." I stared at her, speechless. In one breath, she'd torn the ground from under me. That night, I packed my things into a duffel bag and left our apartment. The sky outside was bruised with thunderclouds. The air tasted metallic, like rain and regret. I drove aimlessly for hours, headlights cutting through the darkness until I found myself parked in front of my office building. I sat there, staring at the reflection of my tired eyes in the rearview mirror. Was this really happening? Was I just thrown out because of a lie? For the next few weeks, Anna refused every call. Her texts were cold and clipped. "Don't contact me. My lawyer will handle the papers." You should have thought of this before spreading lies. I tried to reach out to Liam. The smugness in his voice over the phone told me everything. "Daniel," he said, pretending sympathy, "I'm sorry it had to end this way. But maybe it's for the best. She deserves someone who respects her work. Someone like you." I asked quietly. He chuckled. "You said it, not me." Then he hung up. 2 months later, Anna filed for divorce. By then, her company had made Liam a junior marketing lead. His ideas were everywhere: campaigns, social posts, product strategies. Anna's face appeared beside his in photos, smiling in boardrooms, at product launches, in company newsletters. People whispered, "They're close," one colleague told me, "but it's just work, right?" I didn't believe that. I didn't want to. But something inside me broke the day I saw a tabloid photo of them together at a charity gala, her hand brushing his arm, the way she used to touch mine. 3 months after the divorce, I received an email from a former coworker of Anna's. The subject line read, "You need to see this." Attached were screenshots, dozens of them, conversations between Liam and another intern, Marissa. The messages revealed everything. Liam had been boasting about manipulating Anna, feeding her lies about me to make her doubt, isolating her emotionally until she needed him. And it worked. He bragged about sleeping with her, about winning over the boss, and how he planned to take over her position once she was too distracted by guilt and drama to lead properly. My hands shook as I read each line. The betrayal wasn't just personal. It was systematic, planned, and malicious. I didn't confront Anna right away. I wanted her to see it herself. So I sent the screenshots anonymously, through her company's HR, with evidence trails and timestamps that couldn't be faked. Within a week, everything started crumbling. Liam was suspended, then fired. The board opened an investigation. Investors panicked. The company's stock plummeted as whispers of misconduct spread through the industry. And Anna, she disappeared from public view. 2 weeks later, She showed up at my apartment. When I opened the door, she looked smaller somehow, her confidence stripped away. Her eyes were red, her voice trembling. "Daniel," she said softly, "can I come in?" I hesitated before stepping aside. She walked in slowly, her gaze sweeping across the quiet space. The silence between us was suffocating. "I didn't know," she whispered. "I didn't see it. He made me believe you hated me." I said nothing. "He told me you were jealous of me," she continued, voice breaking, "that you wanted to ruin me. And I believed him because he was kind when you and I were drifting apart. I wanted to feel needed again." Her confession hung in the air like a fragile truth neither of us could fully touch. I swallowed hard. "You didn't even ask me, Anna. You just threw me out." Her tears finally fell. "I know, and I will never forgive myself for that." The words should have brought relief. Instead, they carved something deeper inside me, an ache that even vindication couldn't soothe. Over the next few days, she tried to make amends. Messages, calls, even handwritten letters. But something had shifted. The trust was gone. One evening, she asked if we could meet for dinner just to talk. I agreed, more out of closure than hope. She sat across from me, eyes searching for something that wasn't there anymore. "I lost everything," she said. "The company, my reputation, you. I don't even know who I am without the person I used to be." I looked at her, the woman I once loved more than anything, and realized the cruel truth. Sometimes the greatest betrayals aren't by strangers, but by the people who stop believing in you. "Anna," I said quietly, "you didn't lose everything. You gave it away." She didn't respond, just stared at the glass of untouched wine between us, her reflection rippling in it like a ghost of the women I used to know. The divorce settlement came through a week later. She left the company board, issued a public apology, and retreated from the world she once ruled. As for me, I didn't celebrate her downfall. There was no satisfaction, only silence. Because betrayal, once it happens, doesn't end when the truth surfaces. It lingers in the quiet moments, in the memory of a voice that once said your name with love. And in that silence, I realized something cruel but freeing. Forgiveness isn't about letting them back in. It's about letting yourself finally walk away.